Hello and welcome back to my channel IQD to USD Iraq's economic shifts. Oil exports, currency challenges, and financial reforms. Iraq's economic landscape is undergoing significant changes, with recent developments in oil exports, financial policies, and the future of the Iraqi dinar making headlines. As the government and the Central Bank of Iraq, CBI, navigate these challenges, the nation's financial stability remains a topic of intense speculation. Let's break down the latest updates and what they mean for Iraq's economy. Kurdistan's oil exports resume. One of the most significant updates comes from the Kurdistan region, where oil exports are expected to resume soon. This marks a major shift in Iraq's economic outlook, as oil is the country's primary source of revenue. With oil exports restarting, Iraq stands to regain crucial financial inflows, which could have far-reaching effects on government spending and economic stability. U.S. influence and the Iraqi dinar. In the ongoing financial tug-of-war, reports suggest that the United States continues to exert control over the value of the Iraqi dinar. Many analysts argue that the dinar remains artificially undervalued due to external pressures. A notable policy shift has been the restriction of physical U.S. dollar shipments to Iraq, a move that has added strain to the country's financial system. The anticipation around the long-awaited deletion of zeros project remains high. This monetary reform, aimed at restructuring Iraq's currency by removing 3 zeros from the dinar, could have a profound impact on purchasing power and economic transactions. However, delays persist as policymakers work through the complexities of implementation. Iraq's budget and the exchange rate debate. The approval of amendments to Iraq's budget law has raised fresh questions about the official exchange rate. Currently set at 1,310 Iraqi dinars per US dollar, many believe this rate is unsustainable given the country's financial difficulties. With government salaries and social welfare payments dependent on the budget's stability, any change in the exchange rate could reshape Iraq's economic future. Despite these concerns, Iraqi officials have yet to provide a definitive timeline for potential adjustments. Many suspect that authorities are treading cautiously to avoid sudden market disruptions. U.S. sanctions and banking restrictions. The relationship between Iraq's financial sector and the U.S. Treasury remains complicated. Recent meetings between the CBI and U.S. officials resulted in a ban on 5 additional Iraqi banks from conducting transactions in U.S. dollars. While Iraq's central bank has denied claims of formal sanctions, the restrictions on dollar transactions are already impacting liquidity and financial operations. The lack of dollar availability has led to increased pressure on Iraq's banking system. Businesses and individuals who rely on foreign currency transactions are finding it increasingly difficult to operate, raising concerns about economic stagnation. A growing deficit and fiscal uncertainty. Recent reports from Iraq's Ministry of Finance highlight a growing budget deficit, exacerbating fears about the government's ability to meet financial commitments. The deficit is affecting salary payments, pension disbursements, and social programs, putting further strain on Iraq's already fragile economy. While officials have acknowledged the severity of the issue, a clear strategy to address the shortfall has yet to emerge. If unaddressed, this financial gap could lead to further instability, impacting both public services and private sector confidence. Upcoming financial policy discussions. In response to these mounting challenges, Iraq's Parliamentary Finance Committee has scheduled discussions with the CBI governor and key banking executives. Key topics expected to be addressed include potential adjustments to the exchange rate, the impact of banking restrictions on financial stability, housing market concerns related to new real estate pricing policies, increased commission fees on electronic salary withdrawals. The government's next steps in these areas will be critical in determining Iraq's financial future. What's next for the Iraqi dinar? With ongoing financial instability, growing external pressures, and an evolving economic landscape, Iraq faces a crucial period of decision-making. The fate of the Iraqi dinar, along with broader economic reforms, remains uncertain. However, one thing is clear: significant changes are on the horizon. Observers and investors alike are closely watching for signals from the government and the CBI regarding potential currency adjustments, fiscal policies, and broader economic reforms. Whether these changes lead to stability or further uncertainty remains to be seen. For now, Iraq remains in a waiting game, one that could define its economic future for years to come. Stay tuned for further updates as developments unfold.